Hey, welcome back to the Shine Guide. Next up in the series, we're going to be taking a look at Down with Petey Piranha on Bianco Hills. This is yet another Shine that's going to end with a boss fight, but this boss fight is a little bit more in-depth than the previous two Shines that we have collected so far in the series. This one won't be a direct copy of the other two, that's for sure. We're also going to be seeing how the stages in Super Mario Sunshine can kind of change over time. For example, as we come over here, cross the river, and just past this lady, there was, as you can see that sign there pointing to the right this time, there was some sort of barricade there in the previous Shine. I forget what it is. Some sort of wooden wall that kind of forced us to go around the long way. And of course, that's a pretty simple example of how the levels can change in Super Mario Sunshine. Some of the other levels can change pretty dramatically, which I think is pretty cool. Another example is, this hill was not there in the previous Shine, or at least not until we defeated the boss of that Shine. So we're going up a little bit further than we did in the previous Shine. And I kind of like this road. It's just, I love thinking about how this stage is sort of designed to sort of, teach new players how to play the game. And I think this is a great little spot right here, where you kind of have to dart left and right as you're dodging the piranha plant heads, all while sort of spraying off the road. I mean, I spray it off. Maybe you just go barreling through it. But anyway, you get to hop over these gaps that seem to get larger and larger. You have to use the hover nozzle, and then you have to do this crazy jump where you jump out over open space and then hover back onto the pathway. It's all very, deliberate. I guarantee this was all intentional. It's teaching you how to play the game without explicitly telling you, and I've always appreciated that. It's nice game design, but in any case, we're going to be taking a little bit of a breather here as we wait for the windmill to lift us up onto the top of the windmill, and we're going to see this giant piranha plant guy, and we're going to see a funny little cutscene here. I always thought this was funny. I like how the two characters are sort of mirrored images of each other. They're sort of looking around at each other the same way. And then we get to fall down here into a sort of little boss fight arena. And if you missed it, this character's name is Petey Piranha. This is a little bit more of a technical boss than the, like I said, the other two piranha plants that we fought already. This one, again, I sort of see it as a boss that sort of gets you to learn how some of the mechanics work. If you watch him closely, he'll sort of take a deep breath in, and if you don't interrupt him, he'll actually spew a bunch of paint all over the place, which will spawn enemies. But he usually won't take that big breath while facing you. He'll kind of turn to the side, so watch him. So he's facing us, and now he's sort of... Oh, wait, no, there he goes. So he's turning, so you kind of have to follow him. You have to watch him and kind of get around to where you can aim at his open mouth. And as you can see, you kind of fill up his belly, and then you hop on top of him and do a ground pound. If you need any help with the controls on any of these abilities, these techniques that I'm using, make sure you check out the little input viewer that I put on the screen. But luckily, after you fill up his mouth and he falls back, you don't have to do any creative jumps. You don't have to, do a triple jump or anything crazy, wall jumps to get on top of his stomach. It's just a single jump. And when you do that 3 times, he will turn into goo and then fall apart. And that will not be the last time that we see that boss. We will see him one more time in Bianco Hills, spoiler alert. But in any case, for now, we're to grab the Shine that he spawned, and we'll move on to the next one. In any case, that's going to do it for that video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.